Were you born in the right generation though? Because I've been listening to Pink Floyd a lot with you lately, and you've been liking it. You've been digging it a lot, dude. We had a whole night the other night where we shut off all the lights in the house. Evan brought out a laser show. We'd listen to Pink Floyd and the Doors for hours on end, and I explained to him the lyrics in the Pink Floyd songs, how they were about anti-establishment and going against the grain and not giving in to the government.
And like
and
being a maverick.
Yeah, kind of, yeah. I mean, in a way, Roger Waters, Sid Barrett were the original Mavericks, dude. They were running that shit back in 67, 69, all that shit. And Logan likes it, dude. He even used Wish You Were Here in his last vlog.
It started because I was wearing that Pink Floyd shirt. Yep. It's my brother's shirt. When I was at Tana's house shooting the video with her, she gave it to me and I liked it. And Evan would make fun of me. He goes,
"You don't even know any songs.
Name one Pink Floyd song." I'd be like, And so Mike's like, "Yo, I got you." Like some big bro shit. And then he ran me through it and showed me all their discography, all their dicks. And the problem was I was so high.
Yeah.
I was so high.
Oh my God. Was
bro, if you listen to Pink Floyd when you're high,
it's incredible.
What do you expect to happen?
Did you cry?
No.
Oh.
We laid on the floor for hours, and I brought him through Dark Side of the Moon, through The Wall. Even had him listen to a couple songs off Amagama, which was some wild shit. But I mean, I love Pink Floyd. I was raised on a lot of classic rock, and
Same here.
My mom trained me on a lot of the Eagles and Clapton, the Doors, and Pink Floyd, and that shit is like, those albums were masterpieces. We look at albums now like The Baby or Lil Baby, or somebody comes out with a new album, like, that shit slaps. These Pink Floyd albums are masterpieces. Every song, how it's placed in the lineage of songs, every second of the song is thought through like some sort of scientific experiment. It's beautiful.
You consume music a lot.
Absolutely. A lot of music.
Comment below. Is there a masterpiece that has been put out in the last decade?
Yes.
Like a true masterpiece?
Absolutely.
What is
Easy.
it?
My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, Kanye West. Incredible album, start to finish. Like we're talking from visual experience with the whole 30-minute music video thing that was made to just the music as it plays out and unfolds. This like spectacle and size of everything that goes into it, it makes it one of the greatest albums of all time, easily.
Yeah, it's definitely a favorite among Kanye fans, for sure. Among music fans. But I just like, I mean,
I just wonder if we're getting to a point where like music is so saturated. People like the 808, the snare drum, and then some fucking lyric that sort of sounds like something like, bro, I'm gonna say it right now.
It'll change.
Lil Baby, he'll pop up on my Spotify.
He just dropped a new album.
Yeah, that's why I think, because I'm scrolling through and I can't fucking get away from Lil Baby songs.
Here's the deal.
And I'm all for the new artists, but like this one in particular, I have no idea. I have no idea what he's saying. I have none. And it all sounds the same. His tone is the same. It's all the same. I give him a year.
Here's the deal. Regardless of all the trends going on right now, regardless of all the trends, there's a ton of other music out there that you just probably haven't heard that's incredible.
For sure.
Ton of people putting out great stuff. I think what this weekend showed me, I had some friends in town from back home, just like incredible people that are so culturally deep in understanding and like what they search for and listen to. Just having that, like Mike with the Pink Floyd and the Doors and all that stuff, just absorbing that stuff and then kind of going in that direction. Like when your Spotify suggests new stuff after you've been listening to Pink Floyd for a long time.
Yeah, just go down the rabbit hole.
Like new stuff.
Yeah, that's how I found most of my shit. Like Tame Impala just dropped a new album recently. That's pretty good. I don't know if I like it as much as Currents, but I mean, I've been eccentric and all over the place my whole life. Like I've listened to everything.
Wide variety of musical interests.
Super eccentric. Everything from 311 to Revolution. We were on that tip last night. Bob Marley. Like, what's that?
Eclectic or eccentric?
Both. I would say
both.
both.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Like
wide smattering.
when you were in your like heavy drug addiction days, would you just sit there and look at the ceiling and listen to music?
Depending on what part of the days, but that's what decided the music. It's like, does life imitate art or does art imitate life? I mean, during the dealing days when I was selling a lot, it was a lot of Jay-Z, it was a lot of Biggie, a lot of Nas, a lot of Styles P, the Lox, that kind of shit. But during the days when we first started, when it was smoking weed, taking shrooms, acid, we were listening to Pink Floyd, we were listening to the Doors, the Beatles. I think a lot of people look at Pink Floyd as like the apex of psychedelic rock.
Yep.
When in reality, the Beatles are right up there too. I Am Walrus, Yellow Submarine.
They
Like,
got
there's
some
a
trippy
lot of
stuff
really,
going on.
really trippy shit. But I encourage,
Peppers.
I encourage everybody out there to go back and listen to the classics and listen to that shit and really explore different genres as well. You might like Bob Marley. You might not like The Doors. I love Led Zeppelin. Led Zeppelin's one of my favorite bands. We didn't even scratch the surface on that yet.
Do it on your commutes.
Oh yeah.
That's big. Yeah, even a lot of people listen to this podcast on their commutes. Like, I think that's a good time to learn and like absorb shit. We took a 2-hour drive to the NASCAR race back and forth from the ranch, and we just listened to Pink Floyd and The Doors, and I got into a little bit of Jim Morrison because I remember you telling me about him and his legacy.